might appear that growing up in the slums of Bangkok is a road to nowhere, but thanks to the efforts of some entrepreneurial young people with a great community spirit, their future has a very different path.
Klong Toey, Bangkok's largest slum, is home to about 100,000 people. Many of those born into this bleak neighbourhood are trapped in a vicious circle of deficiency and despair. But there are those who won't give up and not only battle to improve their own lives, but also work to help those around them. Meet Chayo. He grew up surrounded by drugs, gangs and poverty. His home was a ramshackle dwelling near the city's main port. Chayo always loved to cook, so together with a team of dedicated fellow slum neighbours, he studied hard and started the I'm Tasty Food Company, a bakery and catering service. Today, Chayo and his team provide spicy party snacks and desserts to events and residents of Bangkok's more affluent suburbs. The world is now their oyster. Well, Chayo, you're very tasty, and that's the whole idea of your new business. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
So we are a food company, name is I Am Tasty, and we provide catering, a cocktail, buffet, kids party, lunch box, and bakery.
Now, you've all come from Klong Toey area too, haven't you? So tell me a little bit about the background of where you've come from.
So we are from Klong Toey slum, which are small place and very poor. They are in the Bangkok, and we are from that community. But we want to do a good thing and show the people around outside, also around the world, that we can do a good thing even we from the very poor place.
Just down the road in the heart of Klong Toey is the home of Second Chance. Founded by an expatriate and slum resident collaboration, Second Chance collects all the things that you don't want: old clothes, shoes, household goods, toys and more. They'll pick it up from your home or office and clean it up for ultra-cheap resale to slum residents. Upstairs, clothing and fabric that can't be resold is repurposed into book covers, birthday and Christmas decorations and knickknacks by a team of dedicated seamstresses who are paid fair rates according to the time and the items they produce.
Before I met this family, came to join this tour and Second Chance, I did never realize about that, and just work for myself and my family and go to work. I want to get collect the money, a lot money to want to move from the community. But when I had a chance to join to work here, it's like everything's changed because I'm open my mind to them, and then I learned many beautiful experience here. So one day I met one homeless lady. I realized that I have enough, more than enough. So it's that time to return the things whatever I have, like a skills or anything that I can help the community. That is the time that I should return, because I have too much, more than them.
Get more.
Yeah.
And the new design definitely will work better with the hooks.
The hooks, yeah.
So we just tell Boy to do that.
I will tell Boy.
Second Chance was founded by Australian Jodie McCartney and her husband. Joined by Oi and several other Klong Toey residents, they've established a thriving business and a creative workshop.
Well, Second Chance Bangkok started as an initiative to create employment for people in the Klong Toey slum community. And coming from Australia's full of opportunity shops. We call them op shops, which is charity or thrift shops.
I used to shop in those.
Yeah, they're great. And so I think coming from that culture, we kind of thought there's so many people that come and go through Bangkok who have so much stuff. When they leave, they don't know what to do with it. So we started it as a small business with some neighbours to create employment for them, to really help them get along. And then we decided that from that we got so many clothing and extra things that we couldn't move it as quick as it was coming. And so a lot of my neighbours in Klong Toey slum have amazing sewing skills, and we're working in factories, working really long hours, and I started to think surely there's a better way And so, so we came up with the Upcycle project, which is using clothing that's been donated and pre-loved and cutting it up and turning it into really beautiful new items. Yeah.
Nearby in Klong Toey, you'll also find the Mercy Centre, a shelter for street kids, 5 orphanages, a hospice, a home for mothers and children with HIV/AIDS, a kindergarten, and a haven of gardens and playgrounds for the slum dwellers. Every Thursday, the children here spend their time creating batik fabric paintings. The colourful batik products are sold at local markets and charity fairs, and every dollar goes back into the local community. Growing up in Bangkok's vast Klong Toey slums is in many cases a life of hardship and hopelessness. But there are some residents who've set their sights on a better life and a more promising future. The Rak Creative is a small group of women from the Klong Toey community who are designing and making jewellery to sell in Thailand and around the world. Rak means to bead love in the Thai language, and that's what this creative is actually all about, stringing beads and strand by strand bringing a better future to the local community.
How many of these have we got left for the sale?
Just only 20. Yeah,
20 of this design?
Yeah, this design.
Did June make more
June
of
make
them?
50 bracelets, but we sell a lot.
Wow, so we sold 30 yesterday.
The Rak Creative is supported by Urban Neighbours of Hope, a Christian missionary order. The women receive fair trade wages, health insurance, and access to further training, from English lessons to specific training to enable them to reach their own personal goals. For many young girls, this also offers an alternative to working on the streets. Many of the finished items end up here at charity events like the Hope Fair, where handicrafts and inexpensive accessories are sold at small booths.
We from the Klong Toey community. Yeah, this project is help people community. Yeah, get a job and get help them to better life. Yeah, and then it's normally with a flat team. We always pay 1 minute, 1 baht for people in the community. Yeah, I would like to tell you about the name of the project. Yeah, Loi Rak is Loi Rak in Thai is mean bead love. Yeah, we would like to bring the people in the community to make the jewelry and share the necklace for the another people. When they wear it, it's make like they happy and we happy too.
The Hope Fair is aptly named. Not only do the proceeds of sales from the stores here go to help the people of Klong Toey, it's also an opportunity for young entrepreneurs from the slum itself to showcase their own products.
The Hope Fair is held several times a year at the Rembrandt Hotel in downtown Bangkok, and many Klong Toey products can be found on sale here.
Hope Fair is a wonderful opportunity to buy from over 100 independent vendors who are unique, and they offer all sorts of different things, while at the same time contributing to a fantastic charity in Klong Toey, Mercy Center. The Mercy Center supports all the different children in Klong Toey. They have 5 orphanages, a hospice, a home for women and children with AIDS, a community center, and a wonderful little place that they can just go and hang out with a playground and a little garden and everything. And so far, this is the 6th time that we've had the Hope Fair, and so far we've raised about 150,000 baht. And every time we do it, it gets bigger and more people come, so we're really happy about that.
In the booth next door, the staff from the Phuong Ma Lai Crystal Workshop, another slum-based initiative that creates low-cost costume jewelry.
ก็ทำการ์ดนะคะแล้วก็ทำสร้อยแล้วก็ทำพวงมาลัยอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะ ทำพวงมาลัยแล้วก็ทำสร้อยแบบนี้ค่ะก็จะเป็นงานที่เราทำด้วยมือค่ะ
Small businesses also make the most of the Hope Fair to showcase their unique products.
So what is this here?
This is a beanie. We call it a beanie. We sell a lot of those in Europe or to people out here who go back on vacation
Fantastic.
for winter.
So nice for the nice cool weather.
Yeah, and it's 100% wool. And this is a zipper. It's just for decoration. And it's just something in the design where people will sort of stop up and say, oh, this is different. It gives an edge to the product. You don't expect that to be a zipper.
It's very cute. Yeah.
And to sell jewellery and accessories produced by slum residents and local Thai artisans.
So our store is Bitchy Bachi, Let Your Inner Bitchy Shine, which is a fun, affordable jewellery range which for every woman with style. So we have things that are for the younger person and for the older person. But basically a few friends and I decided to start something up just for fun and to be out here and be able to provide women with something that they like.
Now, how are you selling? Are you selling online mostly or private parties? What's your
Private
plans?
parties and also all the fairs around Bangkok. But yeah, we'd really like to do the private parties because it's a bit more fun and personal as well.
Creativity and entrepreneurial vision are literally changing lives and giving the people of Bangkok slums new hope for the future.